Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Welcome aboard. My name is Everett Curdy, and this is really the first official video that I am filming right here in 2023 at my desk. And what I want to do for this video is just go over some of my resolutions which may tie into the videos that I may produce and the posts that I may share to my channel, because in October of last year, YouTube decided this system is outdated. We need to change some ground here. We need to make the community tab free for more people. So what YouTube decided to do is change the eligibility of what is called eligibility, where if you have a channel that has channel history, and you have your phone number verified and basic and intermediate features, also checked off, either having channel history, a video verification, I think it is, or a valid ID, all those things, then you are eligible to get this feature. And so, I have it, and so what I do is I share posts. I've been doing that. I will probably continue to do it. These posts are quotes, inspirational quotes, messages, sayings, advice, or anything I find interesting, insightful, or meaningful, really. So I'll do that, as well as the posts that I put on there, which are, spiritual messages, life lessons, some astrology, both current and also, forecasting astrology. So a new moon or the moon in this sign for these 2 to 3 days, or something like that. Or I'll post any announcement of any upcoming video, of any new change that I want to make to my channel. So many things will be found, on that section of my channel. And so, you go over to community, and, certain channels don't have that, and, maybe they don't have channel history, or they haven't verified their phone number, or whatever the reason may be. I certainly don't want to sit here and brag and just say that I have this feature and some people don't have it, because it's not what I believe in. But since things have been more equalized and things have been more horizontal, less top down, where some channels that have a following, say 1,000 subscribers, or YouTube leveled it down to 500 subscribers, now it is for, anyone, and, well, not anyone, but, it's for anyone. To say that you have the power and you can control getting that feature, and it's less that you have to rely on other people to give you a following to have it. Now, that isn't the same for all the features, such as, I know there's, YouTube stories. I think you have to have 10,000 subscribers for that. You have to also have a certain following to be able to live stream off the phone, off of the YouTube app itself. So those features aren't equalized and horizontalized. Did I make up a word? Send more level, more fair, I want to say. So, that's that. And, I'm sitting here at my desk, my, brand new desk, looking out the window. And it happens to be a warmer day because I remember last January of 2022, it was cold and it was snowy and that kind of weather was going on. And so it's very different. We're starting on a warmer note. And I wonder if the weather this year is going to be warmer. And it really looks like March out there from what I'm seeing where I live in Midwestern United States. So, and, I was walking today just outside, and I was noticing the clouds and the beautiful weather. Well, not beautiful, but it looked like March, and it looked like the kind of weather for Saturn to enter Pisces, and it will be entering Pisces this year. So I may either include that in this video or do a separate video about just my thoughts for that, just some general things. I'll plan on doing a video for that around February next year, so February 19th or 20th, somewhere around there. I'll do a video on that, so I would, keep your eyes open because it's going to be huge. I've already done a video on Pluto and Aquarius, which is probably the most significant astrological occurrence and change to occur this year. So I've already gotten a head start and filmed that video, which you can find on my channel. And I may link to it below or put a little link up in this video for you to see. And so, probably won't be the only video that I'll film on Pluto and Aquarius because it's so huge and so long-lasting and it is generational. And it is supposed to last 20 years. You think about Pluto officially entering Aquarius because Pluto is going to enter Aquarius March of this year. It's going to leave in June around that point. And it's going to, I think, in January next year, it's going to enter it again. And then it's going to continue on for some time, retrograde back into Capricorn. And then I think the fall, maybe November 2024, it's supposed to enter Aquarius again, and it won't leave until 2044. So it's going to be a long period of time. But anyway, this video, not all the videos that I'll be filming involve official important type videos. Some of them will just be, this is what's on my mind, and this is just what I want to share because I was inspired to share it. And I'm planning to do more of those types of videos this year as well. And I'm also planning, now when I say this, I may make plans, but they may change. So maybe every week I'll come out with an astrology video of some kind. Maybe another video on another topic, but hopefully videos will come out every week. I don't know. But anyway, I don't want to get so carried away on that. I just want to go over some plans that I have for 2023 in terms of what I want to do and what I want it to be for me. And so the first, big thing is, which is so important just in general, but it's to be at peace with myself and my decisions of the things I just, choose to do, particularly when it comes to certain areas of my life, And I'm really interested in astrology. So, you have the sixth house, which is work, service, your health, your daily routines. So, in that area of life is where I'm really, focusing on that. So, and the things that I decide to do regarding that. I don't want to really get into that, but anyway, and and that brings me to the next point, because being completely free, as liberated and free as I can be, and with, and what I feel comfortable being, obviously there are limits and things I feel like I should and should not discuss with all of you in the videos, which will hopefully come in 2023. Certainly if it's against my better judgment, or if it just doesn't feel right, I probably will not talk about it. But, just as free as I feel comfortable being, and what I feel comfortable saying, given the limitation that is put in place when you're making a video and you're putting it out to the world. Another plan, and I've done a couple of these videos, maybe 2 or 3 of these videos, but, meditate more. Meditating is so important for a variety of reasons, and I have a post that that came out on my channel recently about Alyssa spiritual practices, and I believe that meditation was one of the practices in there. And meditation calms the mind, grounds the body, helps to center you, helps to put you back into a dialogue with the divine, your higher power, and it gets you focused on the here and now. It really improves your life, improves your living, your decision making, your lifestyle, your state of being, and maybe your relationships, as you're more at peace and you're more in gratitude, in bliss, and love and joy, and you're more relaxed. And so it can improve your relationships, it can improve your work, any project that you're doing, anything where you sort of have to climb up the mountain to achieve the end goal, and really work hard through the process of doing something. And it may also reduce crime as well. I think that, there's some study out there that maybe there's polls or surveys that if, a large group of people in a society were to meditate, then it were to reduce crime. Especially around the full moon, when the energies are at maximum climactic point, when emotions are running high. And, there also tends to be more crime, which is more probable around the full moon. So, wonderful things to do around that. But, but just in general, you can slow down. You can take a breath and close your eyes and rest. Just, it can be just resting your eyes. It doesn't have to be this huge thing. It can be just, I'm slowing down. I'm giving myself the time to sort of zone out and pull myself away from, the world and my reality and my situations of what are going on. I'm recharging my batteries. I'm replenishing. I'm recouping. I am reinventing myself into someone better. For myself and for other people. So I'll definitely plan on meditating more this year. Probably a lot of silent meditations, but also guided meditations, because those are just guided meditations. And you can certainly create your own structure with silent meditations. You can take a timer on your phone or another timer, and you can set it for a certain amount of time. And I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm going to try to rest my monkey mind and focus on, being here now and being peaceful and being, blissful and relaxing and meditating right now. But also another sort of structure and something that's not, so boring, especially because a lot of what I do is based off of astrology. If a lot of people have a lot of air or fire in their chart, then they want the stimulation and they want this going on, this activity. They want life to sort of, you know, give them buzz and everything's things going on and things sort of keep themselves alive, keep their mind occupied, not so boring and mundane. And so guided meditations, when you're listening to somebody and you're hearing their voice and you're just hearing it in the background and allowing that to get in your mind and ground you and sort of it to be in the background. And there's so many benefits to guided meditations. There's so many exercises and different types of guided meditations. And the thing about meditation, the thing about meditating is that, when it comes to guided meditations, you do not have to picture exactly what is going on when that person describes this event here, this event there, in this crystal cave, or we're walking into the forest, or being peaceful, and all these types of things, and you're throwing the rocks over, and, all this kind of things. Because if you try to sit there and you're frustrated and you shame yourself, you criticize yourself, you blame yourself, you get so critical of yourself and very self-conscious and very focused and hyper-aware of how much you're imagining whatever is going on, just rest your mind. Is supposed to calm down your mind, calm down your body, and trying to come up with an image when it doesn't naturally come to you, when you're not allowing it to come when you're meditating. Well, that can turn into something that is not so relaxing. And so, even if you're not imagining it, just feel it and let it be and let it nourish you, and be present with it, and just know what is going on, know what that person's talking about, because you don't have to have an incredible, amazing 1,000 percent, 1,000x kind of experience when you are doing guided meditation. It does not have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be that way. And if it is, then you probably didn't expect it. You probably didn't plan for it. And, welcome it in and invite it if it is. But don't, really lower down the expectations and surrender trying to control, trying to imagine. That would be my suggestions and my advice. That, certainly meditations, not anything hard and fast or regimen, but certainly maybe I will try to do that more. And getting outside, strengthening the constitution. Now, with this video, consider this also. I'm giving tips, sort of my New Year's resolution, but also for you as well. So this isn't just my stuff. So walking more, getting outside more, exercising helps your state of mind, helps you to become stronger, and you get fresh air and it clears your mind and you get your legs stretched. It's also good for I have to be honest, it's good for, going to the restroom as well. So that's another benefit to that. Definitely when the weather is nice and when, you can walk, I would definitely encourage it. That's that. Drawing healthy boundaries. Saturn's going to move into Pisces this year. And Pisces is ruled by Neptune. And Neptune throws away all limits that boundaries have because we're all floating in a sea of being infinite. And Saturn is structure and it is boundaries and it is rigid to some extent. It is the routines and the predictable. And what you're setting in place for yourself to live a healthy, well-balanced lifestyle. And so, with Saturn in Pisces, important to it's important to draw your boundaries of what serves you, it doesn't serve you, what's right for you, it's not right for you, and not to be the yes person and people pleaser when it is going to be draining for you. It's going to not be worth your energy, time, or breath, or it's going to pull your energy or vibration down if uh, um, if if you don't want to live that kind of life and you don't want to be taken advantage of and you don't want to be just so flexible and go with the flow, that you're not standing on your own 2 feet, that you're not having the strong roots in the ground, that you're not sort of drawing the line in the sand as that kind of metaphor represents boundaries. So it's important for that, and also to move and get some sunlight when Saturn moves into Pisces, is just to stretch your arms out and take in the sun and anything that clears your immune system. I was watching a video, and in the video, part of it, a huge part of it actually, was about Saturn and Pisces. And the creator who made this video was talking about, okay, well, Pisces rules the immune system, so anything that you can do to cleanse and clear and support your immune system during Saturn and Pisces, or any time really, that's going to be a huge health area. And one of the things that I'm planning, not a guarantee, but one of the things I am planning to talk about with Saturn in Pisces is some health related stuff with that. So anyway, that's just an idea. Cook more. Using your hands, doing something active, really seeing the value and reaping the results and the rewards of a product that you are in the process of creating, to then enjoy it when it's finished. And especially because the North Node right now is in Taurus, and of course that has to do with getting sensual and getting grounded and focusing on things which bring you peace or bring you down to earth, or getting in the present moment and choosing to live a tranquil, comfortable life that's true to you, instead of going into the unknown and stepping into a cupboard that you've never seen before, which is a door opening to a world that you're taking a risk and sort of going into without that backup from the Taurus energy of you being aligned with what you value. And so, cooking, that's one of the areas of Taurus because it rules food and smells, because Taurus rules the 5 senses, smelling, tasting, touching, hearing, and seeing. And so Pisces also rules the 6th sense, or maybe the 1st sense, your intuition. which is your inner guidance system of what's right and wrong. And so, we're sort of going to be with Saturn and Pisces getting, serious about your spirituality and going to the gym sort of to work out, to strengthen your intuition. Anyway. Reading more, slowing down and sort of, focusing on something and loosening up the expectations of having it to be a perfect experience, of feeling everything that I'm reading about, of totally understanding, through the heart of what is going on. But to just allow and enjoy and sort of take whatever experience that I would have from reading. And I really encourage that, for you, because, when it comes to reading books, actual books, the thing with that is, with books, especially fiction, we can't always relate to what this character is experiencing, what this character's life experiences, what this character is going through, what he is enduring, or the triumph, or the trial, or challenges, or relationship conflict, whatever it may be. And we can sympathize and we can understand intellectually, or empathize if we've been in situations similar or the same to that, and really feel and really get into that person's soul of what they're feeling, inside of what's going on. We can have moments where we can picture what is going on, we can imagine, we can get, and we can be moved with it. Really, if it resonates with us and if it's true for us, and not everything you read you're going to like or enjoy, or it's going to resonate with you, or going to be able, you're not going to be able to feel or maybe even imagine everything that you read. And it's a matter of being okay with that and accepting the experience of what is going on, and just acknowledging what is, and again, relaxing, enjoying, because it's not supposed to be work. Like, you're not supposed to, I'm going to use this phrasing of words, work at reading. It in my mind is supposed to be enjoyable, and it is supposed to be something rather relaxing in that sort of regard. So I would say that if you do find yourself getting bogged down in this, or trying to sort of push your mind to feel this, or and you just can't, then surrender that, and be honest with yourself that, okay, maybe this is just how it is, and maybe doesn't resonate with me, or whatever the reasoning may be. But certainly reading more, strengthening comprehension, vocabulary, and well, not always on watching TV or on social media all the time, and and giving yourself that option, and getting more accustomed to doing that is another thing I would say, really for any time. This video does pertain to this year, though, but it could also pertain to any time. And so not spending as much time on social media is another one. Just, cut it down, moderate it, not to get, so absorbed, or bombarded, or overwhelmed, or maybe, drained or exhausted with, social media all the time and not being so, stuck on that. And, another thing is to be at peace with yourself, be at peace with how everything is in this present moment, how you are in this present moment, what you have done, the decisions that you have made, trusting yourself, trusting your judgment, and redefining what it means to be secure, and starving any monster in your mind, which encourages the toxic patterns, the unhealthy patterns that don't serve you, the addictions, the compulsions, all those kind of things when it comes to cleanliness, when it comes to, smoking or drinking at the extremes, or anything that you find yourself doing over and over again, and you feel, depleted and exhausted from that, and you feel like you can't go on with this, and this is taking over your life, consuming your life, and you don't want to look back on this year thinking, another year, and I did this and I didn't address it. And it takes self-awareness. It takes the awareness of you going up onto the observation tower and looking down and seeing what you're doing, and then taking the action steps to then improve it for the better, it's a matter of being willing to better yourself, work on yourself, improve yourself, not to be perfectionistic. But, and there's a difference between perfectionism and self-improvement. They're very, very different things. Perfectionism is sort of looked at and connotated as, a negative thing. Self-improvement is a positive thing. Anyway, I hope that that's not narrow or anything like that, but and so carrying the vibration of peace and bliss as well, slowing down, being slow and steady, being grounded, again, tapping into love and presence and joy and surrender is also something. Drinking more water. I was watching a short reel about how drinking more water strengthens the connection that you have and with your intuition, helps hydrate you, and gets you more awake, helps for, I think it would help for digestion, so many health benefits with water. So that's another thing. So drinking more water, especially lemon water, which is very cleansing. And I drink that quite a bit, and I highly recommend that. And lemon water, in my opinion, has a healing effect to it. Eating healthier foods, cutting down on the richness and sugar. Drinking more water is one thing, more fruits and vegetables, and more, fruit juices in moderation, of course, because we don't want to go overboard with those. Making healthier choices in general when it comes to not only the quality of the food that you're eating, but the quantity as well. And so, what else am I going to say to this? Eating food that's in season, fresh fruits and vegetables, if you have access to those things. Also doing things consciously. Washing your hands consciously, waking up and you're chopping wood, carrying water, doing your normal things, especially brushing your teeth and making your teeth cleaner and healthier, and being aware of when you're doing that, because it's something that we all do, and something that we, we do it so many times that we just go through the motions, and I want to say we take it for granted, and it's a question of, can we and can I slow down and be aware and consciously, do something as basic as brushing my teeth the best that I can. Most thorough, most aware as I can. And so that's one of those things which deals with, Virgo in the sixth house, which is your daily routines and your habit patterns. Addressing those habit patterns. Are they healthy habits? Are they unhealthy habits? And, learning more, being open to studying more in the form of books, videos, getting out and exploring a new place. So many things. Learning new things, trying new things, learning this new issue, learning this new topic matter in history, reading a book on a subject matter I don't, know much about. Strengthening and enriching and expanding your mind to learn new things, and that's great to do anytime really, but that's just one of the things, and to sort of branch out and explore new things and learn new things that I again don't spend as much time with, or varying or adding, learning about those things or those topic matters or subject matters to that list, of things that I'm already interested in, that I really value a lot, and then I know a lot about. So, this is for me and just in general. And, finding a hobby, playing an instrument. My plan is to officially learn to play the piano, because I play it by ear. I'm very much by ear. And so strengthening and improvement and betterment of me playing the piano, and it's important, really, any instrument, such as the guitar, for instance, or any kind of hobby that you want to do this year, really, find a hobby, find something which sort of is separate from and is a nice retreat and a fun activity, besides just you waking up in the morning, doing your daily routines, your work, your career. It's so important. And so tapping into gratitude. And I have heard this and seen this so many times in so many places, but maybe one can't say enough for a gratitude journal. Keeping a journal, writing down, this is just my thoughts for the day. This is what my experience was. This is something that I'm glad that I got to experience. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm thinking. And I'm doing that. So I also, some of the videos that I'll plan on doing on my channel this year are going to be journals. And it doesn't have to be just journal, but you can, it's so simple. You can open up your phone, press record, and do an audio video of your day and what's on your mind and what's in your heart, of what you're thinking and what you're feeling, and share that and get that off your chest. And I'm already sort of doing that, and sort of maybe keep two journals where you're sort of dumping out all the junk, maybe, of all that negative stuff, that the venting stuff, you're venting on what's going on, and maybe a journal for worrying and anxieties as well. But then also a journal which is all positive things that you make specifically and especially for things that you're grateful for, and gifts from spirit or from the universe really every day. And I think that we need to define gifts because they don't have to just come in packages that are wrapped in ribbons and bows and that are worth that you have to pay for. But free gifts, because really the best things in life are free, and such as the what you're seeing out the window in the morning, what you're looking at, the birds waking up and living another day, or the glass of orange juice you're having in the morning, or a family member or friend or whatever it is. It's really highly recommended. Tapping into that positive energy of gratitude and making the most of life, taking opportunities, taking chances, taking risks, and and getting out of your comfort zone as well. So these are sort of general New Year's resolutions, sort of my New Year's resolutions for this year. So that is just sort of, the deal, and sort of going on to talk about Saturn and Pisces on just another little video here. So thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoy.